All right, so Dylan, how do you stay sharp with the goalie rotation as far as, I mean, we've seen at least 3 or 4 guys get starting appearances so far. How do you just stay in contention and improve?
Yeah, I mean, it's a goalkeeper's tough position. Only one guy can play. I think the most important thing is no matter what the situation is, you always got to be putting in the work and in practice because you never know when your time's going to come. So that's really it. You just got to take it about every day, hold yourself to the highest level of accountability because you know eventually your time's going to come, and when it comes, you have to be ready. So.
Is it? I see you guys seem like a good camaraderie, but is it tough having that balance of helping each other out, but also being competitive? Because as you said, there's only one goalie position out there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like in training we're very competitive with one another, but at the same time we have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. So it's just understanding that only one guy can play, and when it's you, you're really happy. But when it's not you, you have to be supportive of the guy in front of you, and you know that it's a rotation at the moment. You're going to get your time, and it's not a case of being spiteful to a guy that's playing or anything like that. You just got to respect each other, and because at the end of the day, we're being competitive, and it's helping out everyone because we're all getting better. So.
And how's this first year been so far for you with United? You mentioned earlier you got here and had to deal with all that and just finally finding your spot here. But how's it been the first few months?
It's been everything I expected. I mean, when I made the decision to sign for this club, it's because I knew I was going to get the highest level of coaching and train with the best players available in the country, and it's been exactly that. So I feel myself getting better. I feel myself improving, and that's the most important thing. So I'm really happy with it so far.
Yeah, and you're working with maybe for a professional player, maybe the youngest back line that I can ever imagine. You have literal teenagers in front of you. How's that working with them communication-wise and just trying to get them organized and on and off the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's a learning experience for both of us. Me being a rookie, but at the same time, guys are kind of looking at me for leadership at times, so it's an interesting dynamic. But at the end of the day, I think just the more games we get under our belt, the more chemistry we get at the back line, and the guys are growing every day, I'm growing every day, so it's just only a matter of time before that results in us getting a few more wins. So I think we're getting there.
How much interaction do you get with some of the first teamers like Alec and Brad? Do they help you in the goalie room? Do you have a goalie room or anything like that?
Not really a goalie room, but I see them every day for the most part. So they're pretty supportive. If I ever have a question, they're pretty transparent. So they're always willing to help me out and give me some advice. So they've been great so far. Yeah.
Yeah. And then lastly, just on the field, team is going through a rough patch right now. What have you just seen for areas of improvement as you head into this long road trip?
I think the most important thing is coming out of the gate switched on, ready to play. I feel like teams have punished us in the last few games, whether it be we're not quite switched on in the first 5 minutes of game or in the last 5 minutes of a half or coming out of the second half. I just feel like those first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes have really been what cost us in the last few games. So it's just been a case of making sure we're coming out sharp and ready to play from the first whistle.